Welcome back. Quick job on the Lupo today. Some of you may know I have a Lupo 3L, which is quite an unusual beast, left-hand drive only, 1.2 TDI, 100 miles to the gallon. Today I'm changing the accumulator sphere on the gearbox system, but hopefully it's a quick job because I haven't got much time. The first thing to know is that as soon as you open the driver's door, it fires up the pump which pressurizes the gearbox. So I've got to open the bonnet from the passenger side, which isn't difficult in a car that's quite so small. Now, that's the bit that needs changing, a pressure sphere, but VW have discontinued it. So the only way you can keep your Lupo 3L on the road is by buying one of those. These are made by a nice man in Germany, and I've got some friends, big thanks to Phil and Suzanne. Suzanne is a German, and she negotiated the purchase of this little part for me. This is an adapter that plugs into there, and then this standard Febi part 1817 is compatible with this part here. So there's now no pressure in this system because I know this thing is knackered, so I can just whip this off hopefully. Right, let's whip this one off. If this has been pressurized up, I'd make sure to release the pressure, but I have had a quick look online and it's basically 10 years since I've done this, so I can't remember how to release the pressure, but I'm sure there's no pressure in this one. As I didn't open the driver's door, which is what kicks the pump off, and B, when I do start the car, it takes an absolute age to get it to go into gear. So I'm just going to chance my luck, and I don't really want to crack this off without moving this unit around too much. Oh, I want to twist this, it's trying to pull this whole unit, so I'm trying to work out whether I can keep it still enough. I'm not quite sure yet how I can undo this or crack it off without moving. That's not budging. It's one of those things that might need a bit of a bang with a hammer. Oh, I think that's done it. Yep. Yeah, always nice not to have to use a hammer. Good, so that's that cracked off. Let's just put this under here because I'm sure there'll be some fluid in this sphere that may drain back into the reservoir, or it may not. It's more likely just to dump itself everywhere. So I can take it off quickly. No, hardly any. Right, quickly try and, yeah, that's light as a feather, so it's got no gas in and no fluid. I'm just going to try and wipe around here quickly so none of this gunge ends up in the fluid. Could probably do with a fluid change, to be honest. Yeah, this sphere was last changed by the previous owners who bought it in 2015 when I foolishly sold it. Never mind. Right, on with the adapter. Very nicely machined piece of kit. Yeah, so as you can see, that's the original sphere. That's the adapter. So I'm going to screw the adapter in and then screw the new sphere into the adapter. Oh, lovely. That's the adapter down. Not really a great one for adjustable spanners, but they do have their uses. I'm sure this doesn't need to be super tight, just enough to create a seal. That'll do. Now the 01817. I'm expecting that to be able to just screw straight into the top of that, which not surprisingly it does. Now there should be a bit of noise here as fluid goes into the sphere, or something happens. No, nothing. Hand tight. Oh, no, you just lift the... So now I can see how full the tank is. The reservoir, it's actually really hard to see. And it's not because it's dirty, it's just because it's not particularly clear. So I'm going to put the lid back on and then open the door. I'll actually leave the microphone here and you should be able to hear the pump start up. Right, it's good to get that off because I can now see the reservoir has gone down from, it was about here, it's gone down to around there, so I'm going to fill it up. I think I don't know if you saw that, but the reservoir went down from about here to here. What you don't want to do at this stage is fill it to maximum, because then when it is off it'll all be trying to squirt out. So I'm going to fill it probably I think to this minimum mark here. It looks, I can sort of see 2 marks there. It's just a bit below minimum. So I'm going to fill it up to that. It takes specific hydraulic oil. Oops. Oh. It's green, which is a good sign, like all the best hydraulic oils. Great, that's that job done. Quick squirt about with good to keep it reasonably clean, because then you can see when it starts to leak. I think that's why they keep race cars so meticulously clean. Right, and that is that done. Little test drive, I think. Yeah, it's much quicker to go through the gears. Good. There's another little job ticked off the list. Right, that's the job on the Lupo done. I hope you found it useful, the 3 people that will probably watch this video because they've got a Lupo 3L. If there's anything else you'd like to know about Lupo 3L, let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I almost have 2,000 subscribers now. So thank you for that, all of those of you who have subscribed. The Range Rover, the L322, is being fantastic. It's a lovely thing. But I might be doing a test drive in a 405 shortly, so join me for that.